carry the whole time. Just letting them get punched over and over again.
Yeah, I've been yelled at a few times for that. Making that mistake. Ooh. My friend, I think he's immortal now. He was kind of like telling me better positioning, and yeah,
oh, immortal
that's
friend.
definitely one of it.
They're going on the Mirana here, by the way.
Yeah, they've got first blood here. There's no way he gets out.
This is so good. It's so good for Ken. He absolutely loves that. He's like, hell yeah, an extra 277 gold for my laning stage. Thank you very much.
How many bounty runes do they get for that? They actually got 1, which is what we saw the last time we saw an alchemy. Just 1-0. Creation early on. So we'll see how he does in this bottom lane. I don't know, like, what do they do? Just gotta hope to land like an arrow?
I honestly don't know. And because the Batrider's gone top, the Abaddon's going to go there as well. They just want the right matchup. Yeah, I honestly don't know how they stop this Alk from farming. Because it's not even just that the Alk they struggle to deal with. There's a tree in the lane as well. So as long as the tree just is this meat shield in front of the Alk, you should just be able to freely farm.
No.
Should be able to. Batrider about to hit that level 2. I would assume that this level 2 for Execration is pretty strong in
Arrow, bot lane, misses.
Those lanes. Ember's also getting low over mid. Like, Max doing a significant amount of damage there.
I mean, I'm telling you right now, this Alk is owning. Like, he has 11 CS off the first 3 waves, which is out of 12.
Does he already have 1 finished bracer? Yeah.
Yeah, he does, and he's got an extra 400 gold since the courier coming out.
So he's one very soon. To nobody's surprise.
Rana wants the courier.
There it is. Ends up getting bought.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
You don't get the Alk's courier. That's big because he doesn't get that extra bracer.
Farm the Cox Alk. Nice. It's an extra CS. You get Grievel's gold. Grievel's Greek gold for the Cox as well. Tree's going to try and get the pull off here as well. So that the lane's going to come back towards him.
Yeah, he got it. I feel like at this point it's like not a try. It's he's got the pull. Batrider getting low up towards top. He's able to keep some distance. Although Alex started okay. If he can clean these up, it feels like they've stopped him from getting a couple CS in these last couple, like these last 2 creep waves.
Stopping him from getting a couple of CS though isn't enough.
No.
They need to be doing better than that. Level 3 on the clockwork.
Arrow, battery assault, and the cogs. Nature's grasp on these heroes not going to matter. They get the kill in a BZZ. Easy.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, that's certainly decent.
Yeah, I mean, they need to be killing in this lane with the Clockwork Mirana because they have the arrow into the battery shot cogs into arrow combination. So they do a lot of damage.
I assume Blink level 4 for Queen of Pain.
Oh, I missed that. I mean, he must have landed an arrow with the Aether Remnant onto the Ember, I'm assuming.
But Alex now got both these bracers going treads. He actually has the courier coming back to him. Is he going 3rd bracer? No, just boots. Okay.
I think he's got boots coming out. Yeah. People seem to be skipping the souls.
Doesn't have Astral Staff. Like, he might be in a little bit of trouble here, getting chased by Ken.
And this is why they last picked the Abaddon, though, on Adroit, because at the moment, this Batrider is really struggling to do anything in the laning stage, because he can't do anything against the Abaddon. And they get the courier again.
Easy shot.
Yeah, I'm not sure you could really be giving up your courier like that.
like the fact they have the net worth lead on the Dire side when there's an Alk on the Radiant says a lot about how the other two lanes are going. Like this top lane especially has just been an absolute disaster. I think most of the net worth difference comes on the supports though.
The CS certainly isn't terrible from the other two cores. Terrible at all.
Meepo! 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 Meepo!
It's all going to be about the Alk's like 10-minute mark. Can he start taking the jungle relatively freely without being touched or contested?
Dire are
Bounty
scanning.
runes are about to spawn here as well. Batrider's coming from behind. So
Battery assault really didn't do anything. Has the benefit of living armor as this game goes on. Not that I think he'll need it. Ken Men fighting Mac. Not sure it's the way he wants to go considering Mac's already level 6. Got another Astral Step ready to go. Ken chains under the tower, but not gonna be enough.
I think if the Batrider TP's quicker there, they can get the kill. But Alk in bot lane as well, just getting run down by this clockwork. Holy moly. They are owning their lanes on Adroit.
Yeah, all of a sudden, Adroit's doing really well.
They are absolutely destroying.
After what seemed like such a good start for this Alchemist as well.
I mean, this Batrider's done nothing all game, which is the problem. Because the Batrider can't do anything. It's not our ass fault.
Dire structures are fortified.
Does not feel good for this Alchemist. Ember might die again.
This clockwork just pulled.
Yeah, he's gone. Oh boy. I mean, this is really bad for Ken. He's not even level 6 yet.
Yeah, he had a really good game last time, but he is currently being absolutely styled on. By Mac. And down in bot lane as well, Clockwork pulled the Dire creeps into the big camp and allowed the Alk to farm everything. Which is a bit interesting.
Potato, they're gonna get BZ.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
This is crazy. I didn't expect the lanes to go as badly as this.
It didn't feel like this is where the game was gonna go, that's why. With the CS from the Alchemist and the First Blood, like, it seemed like they were in a good spot.
I mean, look at the difference between the XP and the offlaners. Queen of Pain and the Clock. The Clock's almost level 7, and Queen of Pain's halfway to level 5. It's mental, actually, the difference between these two. So the tempo that's going to be set by the Clockwork in comparison is going to be so high. You can see at the moment, he understands the Alk's jungling because he's not in the bot lane. So he just wants to run at him. Piss him off.
Salt. Hook shots away. Peter Roach is nice here for the Alchemist, but he's... Where is he at in terms of net worth? He is at the top, but the rest of his team is just not doing it. At all.
Pulls the big camp as well. Get some stats
Radiant's
going.
middle tower is under attack.
Look, they're just running at the Alk in the jungle because they understand he's the only problem here in this game.
Yeah,
Now he might be in trouble as well.
Side lanes, they're gonna get this kill.
If you want your Alk to be jungling like this and he's getting run at, somebody has to protect him. But because nobody else has had a good game, nobody can protect him. Really, and
Radiant's
if you want the Alk to farm, you need tempo in your lineup so that people can make plays on the map while the Alk is AFK. And again, the tempo heroes aren't doing anything because they've fallen so far behind. Now Adroit can just dictate the whole tempo of the game, and Mac is currently 3-0-1 and running around the map at people.
I mean, Look at that. Astral Stab, Aether Remnant. I'm not really sure if Raging Potato
That's
gets out of
another
this.
Astral
Like,
Good
missed.
shoot.
TP, but the arrow's there. And that's just perfect coordination. Like, simple as that. Just the perfect coordination.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
At least Ken's getting a couple of minutes of just farm on this Ember, because he fell very far behind.
Life's certainly not great to him in that,
Radiant's
in that,
bottom
in
tower
that
is
sense.
under attack. Dire's top tower
No,
is under
what
attack.
are the two supports then, though, in the tree and the Batrider?
Not much. Most of the bat the game is support. Like, it feels like the game got very difficult for him. Shot in on the Alchemist. They've got the
Dire's middle
Cogs.
tower is under attack.
Battery Assault with the Starstorm coming in. Alchemist troubled. Turns around, but Moonlight Shadow was used, and the arrow comes by the Treant. Flamebreak pushes them back off the Alchemist. They get the turn of the Marana. Astral Step forward. Aether Remnant down. Won't lock anybody up, and they focus their attention onto the Ember
Radiant's
Spirit.
courier has been killed.
Be able
Radiant's
to
bottom
remnant
tower
away
is under
and
attack.
avoid the Aether Remnant from that.
And they're going to leave the bounty rune for the Ember as well, which is nice.
Never refuse good given.
Batrider's in trouble, though. Say that.
Astral Step again.
Ara's playing with fire at the moment. But this is exactly what they need to do to make space for the
Dire's
Alk.
middle tower is under
Because
attack.
Alk, when he gets his Radiance online, it doesn't matter how far behind he is, he becomes a much stronger hero.
He's gonna need a lot of space though.
He needs the Radiance, but he also then needs to go Second Knight and Beekeeper, I think. And just play with his team and fight. Because a lot of the damage on the Dire side is magical. Like, even this PL, because he... Oh, he's actually not going Diffuser first, he's going Manta. Okay, I like that. But, because he needs... The only way he dies is this tree early on. So if he buys Manta, it just nullifies the overgrowth effect. But, yeah, a lot of the...
Silence on the Ember. Go.
Shot mid.
I admit nothing
What's this?
but my sadness that you're gone.
Panos just taunts him. Love that.
Which she's just gotten that worth lead. I feel like maybe now is not the time to taunting him.
They're going to run into this Radiant top jungle. I can see it already. Yeah. Because they scouted that they were going to be making stats.
Radiant's
And they're
middle
like, hell no,
tower is
you're not
under
farming for
attack.
free. Let's just take away some of his jungle. Let's run and take his XP. Let's stop him from farming.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
But if they secure this ancient stack, like that's terrible. And they get the kill anyway.
Trying to go on the
so-
PL though at the same time.
Oh no! Pretty bad, and PL ends up standing in exchange. Overgrowth comes in, and they're able to get at least a
Dire's middle
one-on-one
tower
exchange.
is under attack.
It's okay for the Radiant side, but again, the Alk's Radiance gets delayed now, so his farm gets slowed down. That's his third death already. Not as bad as the 12-minute 6 death Alk. I think it was we had or 496 or someone had the other day. I can't remember who it was.
No, it was that Chinese game.
Is it the Chinese one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Which they ended up winning anyway.
Yeah, which was nuts.
He had 6 deaths in 12 minutes. Great stuff.
Eventually, you'll clean up this stack.
They want this
Dire's
Batrider.
top
Radiant's
tower
hook
is
shot
under
coming in from the clockwork and not gonna land.
Oh, the shield!
Used and Marana just gets out. Battery Assault on a Raging Potato. They're looking over the tree and
Thinking 1
meanwhile as
second.
well. Borrowed Time gets caught. And they're killing a Raging Potato, but the lasso's out on the Abaddon. They just don't have the follow-up yet until afterwards. CML ends up dead. Gets pretty easy in return. They fuels out onto the Ember. Alchemist finally making the decision to fight this, but I'm not certain he should. Remnant lands on the Batrider, goes into Firefly. Mac taking a lot of damage. And Ember will get that kill. Might even look for Bensoy, but he's so low that he needs to try and run the battery assault, finish him off.
Yeah, still a really good fight for the Dire side. They're going to keep running at the out here now as well. He has a chemical rage up.
Was I will say, extreme though,
Living armor
out on the clockwork. Living armor keeping him alive, but there's the miscoil and the aphotic kill that keeps the clockwork alive.
But if the clock dies to kill the Alk, I think he's really happy with that. Because again, the PL's just free farming bot lane the whole time. Like, he didn't even join in that fight. He has Manta now, so he's huge. He's more farmed than the Alk.
Radiant's bottom tower
Yeah,
is
I'm
under
done
attack.
having a game of Dota at the moment.
I'd be interested to see. I would absolutely love to see this PL go Scardy instead of Diffusal when you're playing against the Alk. I understand how good Diffusal is on that hero, but... Oh, Ember, bot lane.
Arrow, and they're gonna get him. I mean, Yule's arrow makes it so easy.
Line me.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And they see the three stackers. Oh my.
Lineups.
Sorry?
We're expecting this against an Alk lineup.
I expected them to play aggressively like this. I didn't know if it would work,
Radiant's bottom tower.
but their laning stage went so well that it just doesn't matter. Alk's taking the top tier 1, which is nice. He has the Radiance coming now,
top tower
but it's
has
so
fallen.
late. It's like 3 minutes behind where he wants to be, maybe even more.
Radiant's
Okay.
middle tower is under attack.
Trouble over mid in the cogs. And looks like the crew pain. There's the Radiance. Is that enough to turn these fights though?
I actually think he needs BKB now. If he'd have got the Radiance like 2 minutes ago, maybe he could fight. He needs the BKB now, otherwise I think he still just dies. You also
The remnant and the arrow. How do you even stop that? Okay.
Oh, the Cox came out slightly late.
Middle tower is under
And it's
attack.
only okay because of that hit here. They're still gonna get run down here, and there's not much they can do.
This Abaddon's such a good pick, actually. It's worked really well. Because even if the
Radiant's
overgrowth goes
middle
off, he
tower
can
is under
pop
attack.
his borrowed time to save
Dire's
himself and
top
shield
tower
somebody
is
else to
under
get rid of the
attack.
overgrowth. It's not even just the lasso that it's good against.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Problem is everything's on the Alchemist now. Unless you like buy the most obscure amount of time.
But not gone.
Oh, they see the Alk.
They kill the Alch. This game is
Yeah, they need to
they're
lasso
about
the
to get
clock.
the silence.
Just get shielded off straight away.
Yeah, they just can't do anything. Obviously, Alch can farm his way back in, but when you're losing numbers like this, it's difficult to think that you're gonna come back.
The clock has a Vessel as well, right? And they have no way of removing the Vessel on the Alk at the moment. There's no innate purge in their lineup. He doesn't have his BKB yet. Hook shot comes out.
Finishing blows, but again, it's still really problematic here for the Radiant. They lose this tree in particular, they get the kill into the Abaddon.
They want the
So
spot.
straight 1-for-1, and they would like more. Clockwork on the run, gets the cogs down.
Oh, that is brave.
Forward. Arrow didn't land, and they get a kill to Bensoy, but Ken, Scoop
Vessel.
and Reggie Potato will just survive on the high ground too. Same can be said for RR.
Alk has managed to farm though in this whole time while this fight's going on, so again, I think Radiant are doing the right thing. I actually think this game could be going worse right now for Execration, considering how the laning stage went. I think for me it just depends when the PL starts joining the fights. I think the game's going to get crazy.
For this Queen of Pain again. Boomerick doesn't actually hit. Dust is used, and they should be able to get the kill in CML.
The detection!
Spirit though, and they get dust, I believe. Hook shot flies through. They'll get a kill there on the RR. They look over at PDZ. Now it's kind of has to run, but they've got the Spirit Vest on. This one's looking at maybe a solo kill for the Clockwork. He's doing so much damage. Back over in the back lines. Ember gets away by a Remnant and then falls.
This is the PL joining the fights though.
The Alk at the top.
I think when the Alk gets BKB though, no matter how far behind they are, even if it's like 8k, I think they can still fight. I think the Alk BKB completely changes the game.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top
Certainly
tower
gonna be
is
tough.
under attack.
Smoke from the Dire.
They want to start running up the bot side of the map where the Alk is.
Radiant are scanning.
Needs to TP out though, I think. This Batrider's broken the smoke, so he's going to run. They want the bounty! He's on it.
He's slowed and they'll get the kill. RR grabs the bounty rune, so it ends up being 2 apiece. And now the Queen of Pain's dead, so it seems like it's always a +1 situation. I'm not certain why. Ember
Dire's middle
spot
tower
2.
is under attack.
You might just die to this. You can keep up with the Ember.
Yes,
You have a remedy.
They want to try and turn with the tree, but...
Astral Step, but okay.
But look at the net worth of the Alk now in comparison to the PL. He's actually had just a couple of minutes of being able to farm, and this is exactly what we were saying. If they're both trading farm, the Alk farm's a little bit faster. Now with the BKB, they might be able to do something, but this is so brave, just fighting without his team.
See what he can get. I mean, is even the BKB enough?
Yes, to fight for now.
No.
He needs to be playing with his team.
Stun and he got it off.
Good overgrowth.
Yeah, decent on a 2. Lasso's there. And they get the kill on RR though. So things falling apart for the side of Execration in this fight. A little bit, but here Adroit are getting low. Mac in particular, Spider Fist finishes him off, so he takes down the Abaddon. Extreme. And Sonic Wave, but Phantom Lancer kills off Ken.
I think they can fight the Alk if everyone comes. Can't let the Alk 1v1 him, guys.
Yeah, I don't know why they're allowing him to 1v1, and they've walked away and let him die. And now I think they might just, the rest of that might die.
I just think
Ember doesn't have a remnant back, he's dead. God.
I think he's dead.
Mark?
Oh my god, the miss. With the evasion. Oh my god.
Oh. 60 health. Gonna go for the bleed scream and finally gets him.
Alright.
But you let your Alk die.
I did, but they killed everybody. It's a team wipe. But Ember had to buy that. That was a really good fight for the Radiant side, and this is what I'm saying with the Alk BKB. Especially if they play the fights better, they're going to go well. So you have to respect the Alk BKB. Yes, he had to pop it a little bit early. Yes, his team weren't with him this whole time, but
Dire's top tower
I don't think this game is out of their reach yet.
Incoming!
The thing that's going to be sad for them is because he's had to go second night in BKB, BKB duration is going to get low relatively quickly this game because there's a lot of action. And Ken has no net worth because he had to buy back in that fight as well.
Yeah, his Maelstrom, he wants BKB, but that's so far away.
But look how relentless they are at pressuring this Alk in his jungle.
We've seen bigger comebacks from Alks before, so we'll have to see if it's another one of those days. If we're gonna go game 3, like I said. Every time, never wrong.
Oh, he's actually getting halberd. That's interesting.
Do you like that call?
I like the evasion against the PL. I think it's like a really cheap way of dealing with the illusions. It's like Classify is really good against PL as well because it stops his illusions doing damage. Just like 33% of the time, which stops you from losing so much mana. So the Halberds gives him the HP regen amp, which is nice with his ult. He has the strength, which is nice. He has the effect, which is nice. He has the status resistance, which is nice. Oh no, it doesn't give...
Oh, hang on. Alchemist, I believe, just got caught. He's running towards top BKB, and turns back, and the hookshot misses.
He understands he's strong. I say that.
He's getting back home, though. Yeah. And leaving Ken to die. So, okay. He's back, I think, maybe to get a Phantom Lancer, like...
They're trying to go on the Abaddon first, which is the right play.
They need to stop his saving ability. They unfortunately get that. Now the BKB scores from the Alchemist.
Basically, the Alchemist played with the Ember before he died. Because now Ember has no buyback and they can't take a fight.
Potato. He gets caught. He's stunned up. And it's a quick kill into the Bane. They're going to transition this into a kill into the Bat Rider. It seems like really the Radiant can't catch a break at all.
But they're not taking the correct fights on Execration. The one fight they took, like, that was okay, wasn't even amazing, was that one a few minutes ago that they won. And even though they won it, it was still pretty even. It feels like Adroit are just relentless, and Adroit are controlling where all the fights are happening.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Feels like it's a long time till we'll see Execration feel competitive in this game.
In game 3.
Could be, honestly. Could be. Got the sun off, actually.
That's really nice. They might be able to finish him off it. Oh, there's no detection. Tree instantly buys dust.
How can you not carry detection?
Tree instantly buys dust. And the other thing is they need to carry sentries, not dust. Because if the Abaddon shields somebody, it gets rid of the dust effect.
Well, you actually there's a smoke.
He bought dust as well. Both.
Show the smoke on my end.
Oh my god. Unready for the start. Rana doesn't even die. She gets out on 60 HP. Why is this point boost? It's just cashing it.
Where's the Rana?
Yeah.
Going Axe.
Yeah, but she's not going Axe. She's going Greaves. I just bought a casual point booster.
Is Axe huge?
It's Greaves not just better anyway, because it gives you the purge against overgrowth.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, there's no Orchid in Pop, is there, actually? Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess... I don't know. I don't like the Axe. Greaves is just really strong.
Mm-hmm.
If she wants to go Axe afterwards, that's fine, but...
Now trying to farm his team back into the game.
Hey, he's going for this Mjolnir as well, which is really important now. Up against the PL.
This doesn't feel likely that they're going to get this done. Been relentless.
He's just bought out on his Maelstrom as well.
I believe there's anything bothering this Phantom Lancer.
Mid lane?
Not really doing too much, but over mid, Alchemist caught. Question is,
not
Alchemist in trouble. Dust came in. I'm not sure if that hit everybody or not, and I don't believe it did. Another dust.
It just shields it off, though.
Are they getting anything out of this? I'm assuming the Bane, and they need to kill this Phantom Lancer. BKB's been popped, Overgrowth used. And the question is, did he find any of the right heroes?
There's no Chemical Rage now.
Chemical Rage already, so he's just gonna die, and he's dead for 70. They killed the Emperor, this might just be GG.
I don't think Execration have taken a fight as 5 the whole game.
Yeah.
And I think when your out gets beekeeper, you have to take fights as fine. Because like we said, they have a chance of winning them. The Execration, in comparison to last game, they're getting absolutely just run down by Adroit here, who are playing really well. You have to give them the credit where it's due. Yes, maybe they're not playing the outline up properly on Execration, but Adroit are being relentless. They have 39 kills in 29 minutes in a team that's trying to avoid getting killed.
Radiant's top tower is falling.
Batrider again. Like, he'll go for the lasso, but he's not doing anything with it. So it's just becoming Batrider dies here. They get another kill. 40 to 16. Ken's next. He's out of mana. Arrow in no man's land. They just can't get anything done. And I think Alk might be a last-ditch effort after this.
Tree as well. Like, this is what I mean. They're just playing so aggressive.
Dire's bottom tower. Radiant's middle
stop.
tower has
Calm
fallen.
the cogs out. Come on.
Every time.
I'm pretty sure Alk is like 8 minutes behind where he wants to be in items. And when you're playing Alk, I mean, normally that doesn't sound like a massive amount, but when you're playing Alk,
Radiant's
it's
top
huge.
tower is under attack.
Granted, you can make that gold pretty quickly, but making it up is hard as well.
Because you want to be like 6 slide by now if you're having a good Alk game. I mean, it's not his fault. Like his other two lanes just went horrendously. So nobody's been able to make it straight.
I think Rack got the try out onto the Batrider. One kill there. House tries to fight. Goes the sun and
That's an EQB.
doesn't have any mana. What are you gonna do?
Oh, the arrow.
Long duration arrow. Sonic wave to simulate overgrowth.
Beat just before he dies.
The out, so he'll buy back, and if he does again, this game is just over if it's not already.
Radiant's top tower.
Getting out though, use the Void Spirit. Abaddon low as well. Ember will fall. Nobody dies on Adroit. This is Execration looking for, you know, to go bro. Or to go full bro. Hook shot comes in. Rocket Square, battery assault. The rest of the team just leaves him to die. They can kill the Queen of
They got
Pain.
Raging Potato though. He tried to get the +1s. This PL, yeah, PL just goes in again. I love that he just doesn't care.
Shouldn't. They're gonna lay it down on them. They get PDC. They will Palos. He's in trouble. He'll end up dead. He just fought back. And down goes that Batrider. So GG, we're going to game 3.
A really good performance by Adroit. Much better from them this game than in comparison to game 1. But this game all comes down to the laning stage. I mean, I don't know what happened in top lane. I wasn't watching, but this Abaddon pick did absolute wonders for them. I still feel like even though there's an Abaddon in the game, that lane still